Hi.
Dr. Laura Dabney, relationship psychiatrist. I almost forgot. It's been so long since we've seen you. Relationship coach, Joelle Brant. And we hope you had a fabulous Thanksgiving. And I just realized we haven't even talked about our Thanksgivings. We've been running around like chickens with our heads cut off.
Yeah.
So how was your Thanksgiving?
Good. Family in town, everyone together. I feel like I gained 1,000,000 pounds, but it's worth it.
Good Thanksgiving.
Worth it. How was yours?
It was good. I had family in town and a Friendsgiving. So best of both worlds.
Perfect.
It was great. It was really great. And I had your mom's cake, which was always a huge success. Truly, I'm a foodie. People know, anybody who follows me on Instagram knows I'm a foodie. I've had cakes from pastry chefs all around the world. Her mom's cake is by far, everybody comments on it, raves about it.
Yes, they do. It's good.
So it's good to be on that the Lola list for food. Trust me. The list for food is a coveted position. Whatever I need to do to hold on to that, yes, I will do. So we are here talking about why. Okay, so we tend to talk to people about the same thing.
Since we're talking about Lola.
Oh, that's right. Lola falls in this camp.
Yes.
Well, we have questions. This is our welcome mat putting out to you. Anybody who's squirrely about coming in and needing help for emotional relationship problems, we're trying to fix that, because really I challenge you to find anybody who's been super successful that they didn't have a mentor or a guide of some sort. Okay, so it's no different. You know, you have a problem. We're here, you're there. Just need to give us a call or step in or listen to this. Yeah. We'll see if we can help you. But so we do have a lot of the same questions get asked. And so those are the things we're addressing, hoping that it reaches you or someone that you know, love. And we touched on this last week. We tend to get a lot the question, why does everybody else always get their way? Or why do the people in my lives seem to have the good life and I don't? And we got to the bottom of that being anger is usually an emotion that people want to discard or pretend they don't have, or have labeled it as the bad or the enemy emotion, right? So if you don't have the capacity, if you're fighting off anger, then you're not using anger as your alarm bell.
Yeah.
And that's the first step to setting boundaries. Joelle and I have talked a lot about setting boundaries, how to set boundaries. Go back through the last few videos and you'll see, because good boundaries make good relationships.
Sure.
But before you can get to, I need to set a boundary, you have to be aware of the alarm bell.
Yeah. Somebody's
mistreating me, and that's anger a lot of the time. Okay, so if you have to be able to say, oh, I'm angry, and be able to sit with that, we say, explore that.
Why am I angry? What happened? And then you can kind of find your boundary from there sometimes.
Exactly. So right, you got to sit there and think, okay, was it this? Because it's typically not. we typically do this a little bit later, right? So I'm angry. What am I angry about? I'm all stirred up about something.
You have to think back through your day or through that conversation, or
exactly. Where was that? And then you start realize, okay, well, it's an annoyance to me. I'm going to have to set a boundary, and then which boundary and how is the next step. What patients often say, it's almost like you're saying, if you're saying anger is bad and I shouldn't be angry and I'm just going to shove it away, it's almost like saying, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to listen to the smoke alarm.
Yeah.
What smoke alarm? I don't like, it hurts my ears. I don't want to listen. I'm going to ignore it. Yeah. Instead of going to look.
Make sure there's no real fire.
Right. What if there's a fire there? You set up a big boundary. I need to get the heck out of here. Or I need to put it out, or something. Yeah. Right. So ignoring your anger is just like ignoring any other kind of alarm. Right. A lot of people do that in the morning with their snooze alarm. It's a little different, but again, alarms. This is a natural. Smelling smoke. There's another one. Smelling smoke is a natural. It's your body's way of telling you something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Anger is your body's way of telling you something's wrong. There's no such thing as a bad or wrong emotion.
Correct. Yep.
No such thing. Okay, so now, what's our other friend topic? Our frenemy emotion.
Neediness.
Neediness. So this is our other alarm, people. Between anger and neediness, these are the two emotions that people fight.
Yep.
Fight.
Yeah.
Right? They just, it's wrong to be needy. I'm not needy.
It's weak.
It's weak.
I have to take care of everybody else. Nobody needs to take care of me. I take care of everyone else.
Yeah. So people are just getting rid of it, squashing it, shoving it away. And again, you're missing an alarm bell that says, I need attention, right? The anger is somebody needs to be removed typically, or something needs to be removed that person's doing. But neediness is your alarm that I have to stop giving and give here or get.
Yeah. But
as Joelle was pointing out, a lot of people tend to black or white this, or make this a split in some way. Either I'm a giver or I'm a getter. I can't be a getter, one who takes. I can't be a taker, because that makes me
like a mooch or
weak,
heard that before.
Yeah, all these negative things.
Yeah.
But ideally, like when we talk about almost all emotions, we want to be able to move smoothly in and out.
It's fluid.
Right.
It's very fluid.
Giver and a taker. But you have to know which you are in the moment, and the only way to know is to be comfortable with neediness. So if I say to you right now, how do you deal with neediness? And if anywhere in there you went,
I don't need anything.
All right. I'm not needy. I'm needy, but not needy. That's
yeah, I'm not really needy.
Right, really, really needy. I just once in a while need a little something. So if you do any of that qualifying or defending or any of that, you found your enemy emotion.
Yeah.
And we have to help you make friends with that emotion. I'm now laughing because I had a patient this morning who I said, I need you to start being friends with that emotion. Hers was neediness. And she went, she had a visceral reaction.
Emotional response. Because you hit, that nerve. It's true.
She did not. So I'm like, there's nothing wrong with neediness.
No, nothing at all.
I think when people think of, needy people, you think of somebody else. You're thinking of someone who doesn't know how to control themselves. They don't have empathy.
Or like a child even.
Yeah, that's right. Or like children. That's right. Haven't learned how to control it.
Yeah.
That's a different problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people who ask and don't listen to your boundaries or spread their neediness all over the place is because they have a lack of control. They're not empathic to, like, asked her last time, she's in a bad state. I'm not going to ask her. I'm going to ask somebody else. It's not the neediness that's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. It's how they're handling the neediness. It's like we don't put people who, if someone shoots a teller at a bank, we don't say your anger was you're wrong for being angry or needing money. Nothing wrong with those two things. They're normal. But shooting the person is the problem.
Yes.
Right. It's how they handled the emotion that can be a problem.
Yes.
So same thing if I ask you, how do you typically deal with anger? And if you right there went, oh, I'm not an angry person, which I hear all the time. I'm not an angry person. I don't want to hurt anybody.
It's like that jump from anger to hurting somebody is not supposed to be there.
Right.
Or why are they together?
Right. Like neediness and weakness. They're not linked.
They're not.
But people link them and then they bury them.
Yes. We need to break those links.
Yes. That's exactly what we do in treatment. We just spend lots of time trying to unhook those links. And then once we unhook them and they're able to examine the neediness, just like with anger, they can find out where the problem is. Right. And then they can put up that boundary. No, I'm sorry. Saying no, I'm sorry I can't host the party for whoever, this fun foundation this weekend. I need my weekend to myself. I need to restore, rejuvenate, whatever you need.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to say no.
Yeah.
And that's the root cause of those of you out there who can never say no. And then you're super, super resentful, right? Because that's the next part. If you bury an emotion, it comes back to haunt you.
Sure.
And then you're pissed off when someone asks you for something. It's not their job to keep track of your neediness.
Yes.
Or your level of need. It's your job.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of being angry at everybody else around you for not giving more, not going, well, she gave this much, so I need to give this much. No one's doing that calculation in their head. They can't. It's like reading your mind.
Yeah.
They cannot do it. Still, we talk about this all the time.
Yes.
So you have to be aware of your level of neediness and giving, and where are you at for it to be fair. You're in charge of it being fair.
Yeah. You're even just because saying it like, oh, okay, I need help, instead of the passive aggressive way of making comments of it or something along those lines. People don't know how to deal with neediness. I tend to see that a lot.
You're bursting to tell that story. She's got a story to tell. It happened to come up this morning.
Okay. Yes, it did happen to come up this morning. So, and it's not like the need, but Lolo made a nice plant for our office. Like
Lolo is Joelle's father.
And my dad. So he did a great floral arrangement. And you know, if he pays for product, obviously we reimburse him. It's just how it is. But my mom also sent in with the receipts a bag of granola. So I just laughed because part of me was telling Dr. Dabney, I'm like, it's like, here's some granola
with the receipts.
Because I need to get paid back, but here's the granola to make it.
So guess what her enemy emotion is? It's like a little quiz. It wasn't a cake level receipt, unfortunately. It was just a granola level receipt.
It was just a granola.
That is hysterical. That's exactly what we're talking about. She has to give. She can't just ask.
I know.
To be
She didn't need to. I mean, she loves to do that. Regardless, my mom, when she makes stuff, she likes to share it.
She has a big heart.
But it is funny to me that just because the fact that we're giving receipts, she felt the need to give, to get.
It's
so
really,
you don't have to.
It's really hard for me to. I don't want Lola to listen to this because I want her to stop giving granola.
She's gonna be like, no more granola.
I don't have to give. I can just take without giving all the time. You need to give the granola at another time. You don't have to give it with the receipt.
Right, exactly.
So you're giving and taking and giving and taking.
Yes.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh my God.
It really did happen this morning.
Yeah. She had this paper bag and she's like, you're not going to believe this. Like, what is in there? The little granola and a little receipt. So if you constantly feel like life is unfair because you're always giving, and nobody has secretly picked up on this fact and given you back, then you've got to befriend your neediness, understand it's totally normal, it's biological, you were born with it.
Yes.
And that is what we use to say no and build ourselves back up until we're at the point, and it'll come back. The urge to give will come back.
Yes.
And all you have to do is wait for that to come back, and then you can start giving again. It's more like a tide in and out. Mm-hmm. If this has spoken to you, meant something to you, or you think it'd be help somebody else with this information, please love, like, share, pass along. And if we can answer any questions for you or have any specific questions for us, you can always email us, message us.
Message us, yes.
Message us, call us.
Anything.
It's all on Facebook there. We'll be glad to help you out. Thanks so much.
See you soon.